According to an article by BBC.com written on August 4th, 2019, on August 3rd, 2019, Patrick Crusius, a 20-year-old man from Allen, Dallas, walked into a Walmart and let off his gun on more than 40 people, killing 20 and injuring about 25. The age and race of the El Paso shooting victims were numerous, said El Paso Chief Police Greg Allen. But Patrick Crusius claimed his actions were a direct response to the so-called Hispanic invasion of Texas. Patrick Crusius killed and injured little kids to grown people. This mass shooting in Texas is described to be one of the 8th deadly shootings in modern U.S. It was followed by 2 more shootings, one in Ohio and one in California, both to be inspired by Patrick Crusius and the El Paso shooting. I believe gun violence is a problem in the United States and that gun control should be enforced in all of the U.S. Gun control is important and should be enforced in the U.S. to prevent further deaths by gun violence, whether they be homicides, suicides, mass shootings, unintentional shootings, etc. According to Giffords.org, more than 38,000 Americans per year die from gun violence, an average of 100 people per day. About 22,000 of these deaths are from suicides, 13,000 from mass shootings, and about 500 from unintentional shootings. Today I will be discussing with you the problem with gun violence, the causes of gun violence, and the solution, gun control. First, let's talk about the problem. Gun violence has been a problem in this country for as long as the 1900s. According to an article by Maxwell Museum EDU written on November 17, 2018, one of the first mass shootings was in 1996 and took place at the University of Texas, where the shooter killed 16 people and injured at least 31. Since then, a mass amount of mass shootings have taken place, some even as recent as last year. However, not all gun deaths are from mass shootings. According to an article written by everytownresearch.org on August 30th, 2019, firearm suicides claim the lives of at least 22,000 people per year. Nearly 2/3 of all gun deaths in the U.S. are suicides, resulting in an average of 63 firearm suicides a day. All these deaths are tragic and obviously a problem in the U.S. Now, there are many causes of gun violence. According to an article written by EFSV.org in March 2020, the root causes of gun violence include under-resourced and underperforming schools and public services, lack of opportunity, hopelessness, and an easy access to firearms. Another cause of gun violence is gang-related homicides and shootings. According to an article on pewresearch.org, around 14,000 people die from gang-related shootings and murders. There are many solutions to gun violence in the United States. Gun violence in the United States, but the most effective would be to enforce gun control in all of the United States. According to an article written by NewYorkTimes.com on October 7, 2015, gun control is any sort of restriction on what kind of firearms can be sold and bought, who can possess them. It basically regulates the use of any firearms by civilians. If we were to enforce gun control in the U.S., the rate of mass shootings and suicides would be lowered tremendously, since there would be a lower amount of guns out on the street and for people to be able to buy them and sell them. Now, of course, people would still try to buy them and sell them illegally. There would still be a large decrease in mass shootings and firearm suicides per year. Today I have discussed with you all about the problem with gun violence, the causes of gun violence, and the solution, gun control. Some of you sadly may know victims of gun violence, and some of you thankfully may not. But know someone or not, we must come together and understand that gun control is one of the bigger problems in our country, and understand that gun control can help prevent gun violence. How many more suicides, homicides, mass shootings, unintentional shootings must we hear of before we stand up and make a change? Thank you.